And here we are for the Formula 1 Rolex Australian Grand Prix of 2024. Just coming off the back of Saudi Arabia, you can see it's a little bit overcast. Might we see a little bit of rain later on in the race? Always possible at Australia. Pretty fast circuit, Melbourne. Lots of DRS zones that we like to see. Lots of overtaking opportunities. There's the starting grid. I will say Melbourne, as I say, very fast track. Since they cut the end of sector 2 out. There's Max Verstappen on pole from Norris. Not the end of sector 2, the start of sector 2 I meant. Piastri in third from Perez. Russell and Leclerc 5th and 6th. Alonso in 7th next to his teammate Lance Stroll. Tsunoda with a really good 9th, Albon in 10th, Hamilton 11th, wow, Magnussen 12th, 13th for Ricciardo, 14th for Gasly, 15th Bottas, 16th for Carlos Sainz, 17th for Hülkenberg, 18th for Zhou, and Sargent and Ocon making up the back of the grid. Yeah, so since they cut out that awkward left-right and it goes straight into the DRS zone, now there's a lot more overtaking opportunities. Got to be careful here. Quite easy to spin in certain sections of the track, so we're going to have to watch out for that. Having a look at George Russell at the minute. There's Oscar Piastri. As you can see, we do have R&D in progress for the Aston Martins. There's a current driver's standings as well. 4th is our man Alonso that we're following at the minute. They're also 4th in the constructors, which pretty decent. Let's compare that to real life. They're above where they should be. So we've got the lights out anyway, and here we go. Max Verstappen off the line, and it's a good start for Norris again, like in Jeddah. Norris has managed to take the lead early on. A lot going on down the bottom there. Alonso in 7th position, holding his position there. Nice clean start. Here comes the end of sector 1. Yeah, Norris looking pretty good so far. Of course, a reminder that DRS starts from lap 2 this season. Basically, it was a rule to bring in that was brought in to stop Max Verstappen getting out of the DRS zone. Alonso dropped down to 9th, unfortunately, struggling a little bit with the start. But it is better to sacrifice a couple of places at the start if need be to stay out of trouble. Hopefully, we don't get any dodgy stuff going on with damage for Alonso this race, like we did in the last race. Oh, a lovely pass on Tsunoda. Come up to the end of lap 1. Careful round there, you can always overcook it. The pit lane entry is not the easiest here at Melbourne either. Tsunoda trying to get through on Alonso, can't do it though. Now Alonso, hopefully he's getting some team orders from Mike Crack here, saying just push, get past Lance. But because Lawrence Stroll is the team boss, probably not. Norris holding on to first position. Lovely to see. As a non-neutral, I am a big Lando Norris fan, in real life at least. Very biased. Max right on the back though. He's really trying to get through Max. Fernando getting close to Lance here. And the switch in positions, Norris and Verstappen. Verstappen's managed to take the lead. We had George Russell quite far down in Jeddah. This time it seems to be Carlos Sainz who's struggling. But at least, I mean, I say at least Sainz started in 16th. Russell, I think, qualified 5th last race and ended up really, really low down. Verstappen there takes the lead, as I mentioned, and now it's just a case of trying to pull away and gap Lando. Easier said than done, but he did it well in the last race on the medium this time, Max. Not risking the softs like he did last race. And we've got a car in a wall. It's an Alpine. I think that's Pierre Gasly, I believe. Yeah, in the wall. Is that his race over? Can he rescue that? We've got no yellow flags out. Be interesting to see. But yeah, see you in a bit. Pierre Gasly. While that was happening, Alonso's off the track. Oh, he's just about avoided the wall down into 10th position there. Slight mistake from Fernando. I was about to say, while we were watching that, he was up into 7th. Now he's dropped 3 places down into 10th position. Around the fast sector. Down to the left, right. More DRS. He has got a chance. If he can get within a second, he can close this gap again. I'll say very easy to totally lose the car if you're if you slightly overdo it on especially through, I'd say, sector 2, the start of sector 2, end of sector 1. Very easy to DNF, so done well to keep going. Still in the points here, Fernando. It's good to see. We're on lap 4 of 29. Got to get on the back of it. Yeah, it's got DRS at the minute, Fernando. Because there's a bit of a train going on with the DRS, he should be able to get on the back of the pack here, which he has. I believe it's actually a double DRS detection zone. Oh, on the inside on Lewis. He's going to squeeze Lewis out on the outside. It's side by side here. Yes, that's a lovely pass there from Fernando. Very nice. As you can see in the bottom left hand of your screen, that's the onboard from Fernando Alonso, who is being played as the as the driver in this career mode, so you can always follow on the bottom left, even when we're not watching Fernando necessarily. We've got Daniel Ricciardo here at the front of a long DRS train. He's going to try and gap a little bit these cars behind him. Oh, a lot of smoke out of the... Is this an engine failure? He's pulled off to the side. Yeah, that's engine problems there for Danny Rick. Surely out of the race now. And are we going to see a yellow flag here? Surely. I see a safety car out. That's quite a dangerous place to park. It looks like we're all good though. As Lando is right on the back of Verstappen. Perez not too far back from Lando either. There's a good 5 or 6 cars here. All just positioning themselves for a go at that first place. Unfortunately for Perez, Russell, Piastri and Leclerc, what you don't want to do is third in a DRS train or below, because you're getting no advantage because everyone else has got DRS in front of you. Alonso now into 8th position, has passed Stroll, which is good, and now pushing Tsunoda. Just about where Danny Rick pulled up there. Yeah, awful engine failure for Daniel Ricciardo. He's not very happy with that. We've got exclusive news that he's very, very disappointed that 3 races into a season he's had an engine failure, as Alonso gets past Tsunoda there very easily, and because it's a double DRS detection zone, he will be able to pull away. That should give him a distinct advantage there, just being able to pull away a little bit. We'll see though. We've got to Leclerc in 6th. You can see that big long DRS train. Nothing really happening. No big moves at the front. This is one thing that can happen when the cars are so evenly matched. And there is a DRS train, and Verstappen's at the front of it, because he's just a little bit faster than everyone else. He can just kind of stay in front without DRS, and then nobody else behind can pass. Double right-hander. And if can Perez just make a move on Lando and try and get a Red Bull 1-2 going here? If he can, that's going to be really good for the Red Bulls in terms of the constructors. Sergio not quite getting close enough. It looks like it will be between Lando and Max for the race win, at least early on. There's a long way to go. Sky's looking very overcast. Might see a bit of rain now, might not, I don't know. It's Australia, so it's definitely possible, as we're about to start lap 8, and these front 3 have managed to pull away a little bit from Piastri here. Norris getting close, but not quite close enough. We've got another DRS section coming here, so he could maybe make a move. Can he just get close enough? Well defended there from Max. Excellent. Yeah, Max doing the job defensively. It's really good to see that. Fernando in a bit of no man's land here, but because the others have got back a little bit, he might be able to get onto the back of that next DRS train. If you do that, then he's definitely got a chance to make up more positions. We're watching Piastri battling here, trying to hold both Russell and Leclerc up, and as he's doing that, as I say, Fernando be just behind them. We've just seen him in the background there, just momentarily. Just got to try. Yeah, there he is. Look, he can close that gap a little bit. He's looking pretty good at the minute, Fernando. Just got to get a bit closer, get into DRS, and then he'll just inevitably close that gap through having DRS. Here we go. At the end of the start-finish straight. Chicane into another DRS zone. Let's see if Russell's going to try and make a pass. Top 3 all the same now. Russell not making a pass there either. He's going to wait for the third and fourth DRS zone, I imagine. We go down to Alonso as well, and battling with Yuki and Lewis. And Lance is in there as well. There's Albon in 11th. He's pretty much in clean air there. He's a little bit further behind. As we look down in 12th, we've got Magnussen and Hulkenberg. Both having a battle here. Let's hope there's no shenanigans between the two. Hulkenberg gets through into 12th position. Bottas just lagging behind a little bit. And Passers will be looking to catch Albon in front in 11th, and then hopefully get to Hamilton. As speaking of Hamilton, here we go. Here's Lewis. the back of this particular train, a four-car DRS train here. Alonso holds the advantage of position. He can stay in front of Yuki here. Yeah, I think he's all good. I'm keeping an eye out on the leaderboard, and there's been no change at the front. As I say, it's been a bit of a procession at the minute with the DRS, but that's okay. That's okay. We've got the pit window to come, and things could drastically change there, depending on who comes in and where, and on what lap, and what tyres they want to switch to. There's not that big of a gap between Fernando and Charles Leclerc in front. He seems to be closing the gap slightly, not quite enough though. 29 laps, I'd say about lap 13 these medium tyres will be getting changed. I'd say 13 and 16, so 13 medium, 16 hard, rather than trying to go 14 medium, 15 hard. You could also try and stretch those mediums out as long as possible. If anyone's got any fresh softs left, we'll have to keep an eye out for that. There we go. Here comes Charles Leclerc. He keeps getting close to George Russell, but that DRS that George has from Oscar is just keeping him in front. Very interesting. A mistake here from any of these cars in these three DRS trains, first to third, fourth to sixth, and then seventh to 10th, could be massively costly. They're almost, it's almost as if the cars are joined by a piece of string. You could almost throw a tea towel over them. They're that close to each other. Piastri's actually gaining on the front three here, and so we could end up with all six together again. All of the front six. We'll have to see. Of course, close to the pit window, and we've got in that top six. We've got two Red Bulls and two McLarens, so their pit strategy at the front will be affected, being as they're really close to each other. Whereas Russell and Leclerc will be able to just pit in when they want to. You would imagine that they will take priority given their position on the track. Sainz still down his 16th, by the way. If you were looking, not a great race for Carlos at all. Really struggling in that Ferrari. As I mentioned, Russell I think qualified 5th in Jeddah, and he just had a disastrous start, and maybe had some contacts, and ended up finishing down in 16th, 17th. But for Sainz, he started to slow down, and he's not been able to gain any positions. Lap 12 of the race, and you'd think by now he'd be able to get past at least the Saubers, the Haas, the cars, and Albon in the Williams. As we see, a little bit of a ding-dong battle there. A lot of smoke saw just then. Maybe a little lock-up. Yeah, and Piastri now is within that DRS. Tsunoda's got past Alonso, but they're all very close, and it seems like this pack here, the Tsunoda train, if you want to call it that, they seem to be catching as well, so it's going to be really close at the front. And as I say, one mistake, one attempt at a pass that's not on, it could be out of the points for you. Alonso going a little bit wide there, using all the track. I'm all for that, by the way. He's in a really good position here, Alonso, just because Tsunoda doesn't have the DRS. If you can get round the outside, yeah, he's looking. Looks like he's made it through, and then he'll get the DRS again. It's a double detection zone. Oh, but that is quite risky. That's very squeaky bum time. Just touching the gravel on the left hand side there as you come out of the chicane has been known to send drivers flying across the track and into the wall for a DNF. So right on the limit there, Fernando Alonso, and we've got cars pitting in. So Verstappen and Norris are both in. Obviously Perez and Piastri have had to stay out. Russell stayed out. Stroll's up into fourth. I think Alonso's pitted in. Yeah, it looks to me like Alonso's pitted in early. Lap 14. Maybe one lap later than I was expecting. These guys will be going on the hard tyres. The new hard tyres will work better than the old mediums. And then they will have the advantage, of course, of having the tyres warmed up by the time everyone else pits in, which is why the undercut is such oh, hello, as Piastri looks to go past Perez, and he does, hooking it out around the outside, and he manages to hold position there. Very nice pass from Oscar Piastri. But yeah, it's why the undercut is so powerful on this game, is that reason. But these guys haven't pitted in yet. The top four yet to pit in. Norris going past Leclerc and Hulkenberg there. Leclerc also going past Hulkenberg. The Norris behind Verstappen. Here come the race leaders into the pit. This is where we'll see now actually, where everyone is. Alonso, I wonder if Fernando's managed to use. It looks like we've got a problem here with Piastri. That was quite a long pit stop. Yeah, it looks. How has Alonso managed to get on here? Nice through into fourth. Alonso in seventh. How close? Yeah, very close to Piastri, and got those tyres warmed up. This could be a good opportunity for Fernando. If you can get onto the back of Oscar Piastri here for a pass, while Piastri's tyres are still cold. Norris lost out a little bit there. I thought Piastri's stop was quite slow, to be honest. I've seen better. Yeah, you can see that Fernando is closing the gap. The question is, oh yes, he's got DRS. Norris in fourth position there. Look, you can see big battle there. Alonso's gone through. He's gone through on Piastri. He's going to have DRS again. It's going to help him pull away even more. That double DRS zone. That's brilliant for Alonso. I kind of mashed both his forename and surname together there as we look down in 8th position. Lance Stroll looking to score decent points for the Aston Martins. Good for the constructors. But yeah, Alonso up into 6th. That's a great pass on Oscar Piastri. He's losing out there. He was in 2nd before the pit stop. He pitted in early as well. Not a great out that. Russell in 2nd. Looks like Max has pulled away quite a bit here. Can't see him. Yeah, it looks like Max has done the job that he's needed to do. This is Jeddah-esque in his dominance, which I imagine we'll see for quite a bit of this first season, while other teams catch up in terms of developments. Russell running nicely in 2nd position in the Mercedes, holding Perez behind him, Lando behind Perez, and Charles Leclerc in 5th position. And Carlos Sainz down in 18th position. It must be frustrating for him. Can't even get close to Logan Sargent as it is. if you're a top team like Ferrari, you're in this position, if you retire the car, save the engine, you're not getting any points. Back up to Max, and we'll see just how far ahead of everyone else he is. Look, it's an absolutely dominant display from Max, as we've seen in real life today, both in the sprint and the qualifying for Austria in real life. So we're on lap 17 as it stands. Still a lot to play for here. You've got two of four cars going for a podium position. There's Perez on the outside, puts it around the outside, gets through. He gets through Russell, gets past him. We'll have the DRS again. This seems to be the overtaking spot. Norris having a look now, also on Russell, can't quite get through. Yeah, that looks to be the spot though, doesn't it? That first DRS zone, well, it's actually the third DRS zone in terms of the lap. Hook it round the outside and get that second DRS, and you're looking good. Difficult to pull away by a second though. All these cars really close. Also, kind of like real life, if Verstappen wasn't in this race, this would be a phenomenal race for the win. As it is, it's a phenomenal race for second. See Alonso there in the background, battling with Piastri, but they're getting really close now. They've gained time on this pack of four vehicles. This could be a good chance for Fernando. Got to be a little bit careful. Obviously, you don't want to overdo it. Keep that rhythm. Keep going. It's looking quite smooth. It's two going around the outside. It's three wide now. Three wide. Russell's gone through on Perez. It looks like Norris is going to have a go, but I don't think he's going to get through. No, he's just got boxed out there. Three wide, too much. Russell regains his position. Perez loses that big time there. Norris he's having a look. He's having another look. He's not quite ready to pass. Still in fourth position. Yeah, scenes there. 4 wide. Incredible stuff. Here we go. Let's look, as you can see the gap there from Max. It's a few seconds now. He'll just be cruising along nicely. Not taking the foot off too much, but just enough, so that he can stay in front, not have to burn his DRS and manage the tyres. That'll give him an advantage should anyone close the gap on him. Fernando getting very, very, very close to Leclerc now. Can he get within that 1 second? That's the question. And that will give him a big boost in his battle with Oscar Piastri. It will give him DRS as well. So there we go. It's these three again: Perez, Norris, and Russell. Sorry. Perez goes round the outside. Norris again, as I say, third in the DRS train, and he can't really make a move. He's gonna have to risk one there in that second DRS section of that part of the track. Russell and Perez seem to be switching positions quite a bit. Alonso, yes, you can see Alonso has DRS. Gives him a big boost in his battle with Oscar Piastri. But at this moment in the inferior car, you would imagine that the McLaren does have the advantage in performance. So yeah, that's going to help Fernando a huge deal. Here we go again. Russell's a little bit further back. He needs to close that gap a little bit. Norris is very close to George. I wonder if he's going to try and make a move this time. Difficult. He's looking on the outside. Lando's gone through. He's into third position. You see them come around the corner. He's held on to that third position. He's going to Perez is not going to have DRS here. Can Lando make a double overtake? He's going to have a look. He's throwing it round the outside. He's got to be careful not to get boxed out here. No, he's managed to get through. Lando goes up from 4th to 2nd position. What a pass there. Double overtake. Taking his time there, Lando. Going from 4th up to 2nd. And while all that was going on, Fernando Alonso gets past Charles Leclerc for 5th position. Amazing stuff. Leclerc losing out. And Russell and Perez losing out too. Let's go, Fernando. Let's see. He'll get another couple of passes. A podium is definitely on here for Fernando. Just got to be careful though. Yeah, just got to calm himself down a little bit and just relax. Get back into the zone. See, these 6 cars are giving us an amazing race, a race of the highest standard here at Melbourne, and it's great to see. Yeah, Max has left everyone trailing, but that's okay because everyone else is behind him. These 6 cars behind him are going for it. Fernando having a little look at George, and he's managed to get through actually. Yeah, he's got through. He's on the inside. Oh, and he's just lost out again. Oh, whoa, he's off the track. Oh, I think he went for a little bit too much there, did Fernando. Trying to get past Russell. It's a tough corner to pass. And yeah, back down to 7th, where he started the race. Lost the position to Piastri now as well. It's going to be an uphill battle. Lap 22 of 29. Very, very unfortunate for him. Tiny little error in judgment. It's nothing really, but it makes such a big difference in terms of the race when it's this close as well. Podium's still on though. 2nd place is still on. There's still time as long as he's not got any damage. So a lot of gravel and dust and dirt being kicked up, but hopefully he's got no damage, no underbody damage, and he can make his way through the pack again. He's already back within DRS, so he's got that to his advantage. Perez up to 2nd, by the way. Norris in 3rd now. Lewis goes through on Lance Stroll. And another look. You see, Fernando's definitely quicker around that corner coming out of the DRS, around that right-hander. But it's whether he's close enough to make the pass safely, which, as we saw on that last lap, he wasn't quite. So it'll be interesting to see. Of course, don't forget, if you are enjoying this. Oh, hang on. Yeah, Alonso's he's pushing Piastri out. I think he's got him here for position. Yes, he has. Fernando back up into 6th position. Really nice. As I was saying, if you're enjoying watching this and you like this series, it's going to be a regular series on the channel. We're aiming to get videos out every Sunday for you, a race every week at least. Got big ideas for the F1 esports on the channel. As Lando goes through on Sergio Perez. Lovely little pass there from Lando. These two just pulling away a little bit. I think Russell's still within DRS. But yeah, so if you are enjoying it, please don't hesitate to give us a thumbs up. And if you want to, you can always subscribe to the channel and put notifications on so you'll never miss a race. Norris now 2nd position, lap 23 of 29. 7 racing laps to go. Your guess is as good as mine as who is going to get, who's going to manage to get the podium out of these cars here. I think Alonso and Piastri are slightly behind at the minute, but as you can see bottom left, Fernando's not too far back. if he can just get a tiny bit closer, he's still within a chance of getting a podium. And Piastri too. Piastri stays on the back of Fernando. Fernando closes the gap, and both of those two guys are back in with a shout. Not quite there, Fernando. For Fernando, not quite got the DRS. And Oscar's going to have double DRS. As you see, Lando at the front of this 4-car DRS train, holding off really well. This one, Leclerc just biding the time. Leclerc hasn't really shown that he's got it in him to at this track to pass. He's holding his position really well, but he's not really made any moves. It's been Lando, Sergio and George for the most part, with Fernando as well. And Leclerc just holding steady in 5th position at the minute. I don't think Perez is going to make a move there now. You're probably asking for trouble. And if Fernando can if he's within that 1 second, it's pretty close. You can see him in the background there. I'm looking at the bottom left too. See those cars just in front. I'm not sure whether he's managed to close the gap enough though. Here comes Perez round the outside. Yeah, as you can see, round the outside. Now he's going to slow Norris down and get his foot down with the DRS coming out of the chicane into the triple right-hander. Really, there's this one, and there's this one is the second one, and then another one after this. And we've got the final two corners. Sharp left into a medium right-hander. You've got to get the exit perfect, so you get the maximum coming down the start-finish straight. Yeah, Fernando, as you see there in the background, not quite got DRS. Gonna be difficult because now he's having to race defensively against Oscar. Max, there we go. There's Max. He's quite away in front, enjoying his visit to Australia. No tarantulas, no kangaroos, no scorpions, no deadly animals in his car, except for himself. Right, will Norris hang this one around the outside? He's going to look. He's probably going to get it. Yeah, he looks like he's going to get the pass. You can see them up at the top of the screen there. Yep, he's got through. It's going to be a right ding-dong. It's going to be who does that on the last lap is going to finish higher up there. Fernando still holding off Oscar Piastri, doing an amazing job of driving defensively. I mean, that is very much one of Fernando's great strengths, is his ability to get more out of the vehicle than he should, and drive defensively to a standard that not many other drivers in Formula 1 history have been able to do. We've got Carlos Sainz, by the way, is in 18th, which is actually last on the track right now. It's not been a good day at all for Carlos in the Ferrari. Why he's getting replaced by Lewis Hamilton, we don't know. We'll see the moves at the end of this season. Right, so will Perez get close enough to make a move? DRS open. It's going to be enough to keep him in front of George. Can Lando hold him off? I think Lando's, yeah, he's just done about enough that lap, Lando. Which is probably giving him the advantage, because now Perez, unless Sergio can get through here, he's sucked it right outside. Is he going to get through? Yeah, he's got through there. That is the risky overtake that he's done there. He's managed to make it stick. Lando down into third. guys have got 3 laps to make their move. Well, not 2 laps, sorry. Yeah. If Lando gets to overtake this lap, I'll give Perez one more opportunity on the last lap. Now, if I'm driving as Lando right now, which I'm not, I'm commentating, I'm probably going to... I'll try, obviously, stay in front of Russell and Leclerc, but try and just hang back a little bit on Sergio right now, and use that to my advantage. That's what I'll be trying to do, and then on the last lap, go for the pass. But Lando's not like me. Lando's going for it right now, and yeah, that's one of the earlier, easier passes we've seen. Now the problem is he's got to get enough of a gap on Checo Perez to not be under pressure. There's a little bit of a lock-up from Perez. That's going to help Lando. To not be under pressure from Perez on that last lap. We've got Alonso and Piastri still 6th and 7th, still battling away. Alonso closed the gap a little bit there. It might be the Constantina effect. It might have been it's like an optical illusion. It's a really good race for Fernando. Is he going to be able to hold off though? He's trying his hardest. He's keeping Oscar Piastri behind him. He's doing a stellar job of that, a fantastic job of keeping Oscar behind him, to be fair. Here we go, back up to Perez. Because this is the last lap. This is where we'll see. He's quite far back, Sergio Perez. Lando Norris might just have enough of a gap here where he could keep hold of second position. Verstappen's miles out in front, as you see. He's almost finished his lap. I think Norris is Lando's he's been able to hold position there. That lock up from Perez on the last lap has probably cost him second place. He looks like he's going to get a podium unless something drastic happens here with Russell. But as Max Verstappen crosses the line to win the Australian Grand Prix, Lando Norris is coming across the line right now, takes second position from Sergio Perez. Here they come. Yeah, there's Perez third, fourth for Russell, fifth for Leclerc. Super race from Alonso there at the end. Well, since the pit stop, the defensive driving there from Alonso to get 6th, Piastri 7th, Stroll good points, 8th position, Hamilton only 9th in the Mercedes. Driver of the day, Fernando Alonso. Not surprised at that. He's had a really, really good drive there, especially after the error with Russell. As you can see, the Red Bull garage, they're all celebrating. Max Verstappen, number 1. Again, we're going to have to hear the Dutch national anthem, unfortunately, once again. I should be able to recite it by now. Here he is. Here's Max, coming out to collect his trophy. 2 Red Bulls this time on the podium. Last week we had 2 McLarens, this week's 2 Red Bulls. Nice looking trophy. Be shame if somebody dropped the champagne bottle on it, Lando. Yeah, there we go. Great drive by Max there, especially after the pit stop. Just asserted his dominance on the rest of the grid. There's the finals. There's the driver's standings. We've got Max from Lando, both on 51 points. Charles Leclerc 6 points back on 45. Fernando on 33. Perez 31. The constructor standings, Aston Martin in 4th, not too far behind. Red Bull just 10 points in front of McLaren. Piastri letting the side down a little bit for the McLarens. Not a lot in it. It's quite early in the season, so anything can happen, unless you're in an Alpine, a Haas or a Williams, according to that. Anyway, yeah, I hope you've enjoyed the I hope you've enjoyed the race as much as I've enjoyed commentating on it, and I have enjoyed commentating on it. Remember, if you've enjoyed it, please give us a thumbs up, and also don't forget to subscribe if you want to. And many thanks to Game and Crypto for allowing me the opportunity to commentate on the race, and we'll see you next time.